Thank you. You
Oh,
saved the stream.
that has thrown me off for tonight, but don't worry, we'll recover easily. Welcome, I am Dragons Are Cats, I'm your DM. We are playing Hall of Dragon Queen. With me tonight is Belvin, the human paladin. Say hello.
Hello, everybody.
Casimir, the tiefling illusionist.
The apprentice.
Sandstorm Desert Legend, the tabaxi thief. He's a cat. And the town of Greenus has just been readily attacked. The heroes have gone out, rescued 4 prisoners, and have brought them back nice and safe and sound. And so, as the heroes have a night of rest after getting back, they wake up, come out, and enjoy a nice, lovely breakfast, and we'll pick it up straight there. The 4 of them sit at a table with Leosin approaching them. And as you dine on various poultry, some easy, nice hams, some breakfast fruits and veggies, and some fresh goat's milk, and nice rye bread. Oh, if only I could take those gold coins and keep them. But thank you, Calamity. Yes, Leosin comes up and approaches you both, the 3 of you. You can see that Ikram is, as he's sitting next to you, Casimir, he's pretty much gnawing on his bark. But you know the bark that this sort of bark he gnaws on, there's a bit of a hallucinogen. Yeah, it really mellows him out. So Ikram, the druid, will be.
He's going to be out of action for a while.
He's going to be out of action, but he's going to be there with you. He's dealing with some stuff. His home got burnt down. His 2 friends that he's known for 10 years are pretty much near death. And yeah, we'll go from there. As Leosin approaches you, he's got a wooden staff underneath. He's leaning heavily on a wooden staff. And says, "After all you guys have done already for me and for the people of Greenest, I'd hate to ask anything else of you during this time, but the need is great, and I dare hope that you can aid me just one more time. You saved my life, and still I ask more of you. I need you to return to the cultist camp. You've seen your way around it, you've seen how they work. If the cultists are preparing anything, conduct another raid, move anywhere, or a large body of them marches away, or if anything substantial is carried in or out of that cave, I need to know. It's important. If you have the chance to get into the camp and look around again, that would be the ideal way, and try not to get spotted. I don't recommend letting yourself be captured." And he gives you like a wily smile and a wink.
Yeah, Casimir.
I haven't been captured yet.
You didn't get spotted either.
I don't recommend it. I saw your heroic acts, and that was incredibly, crazily brave of you.
Speaking of which, I haven't had a good look at the intel I managed to steal.
You received some intel. I would love to have a look, but hold on for it now. I'm willing to offer you all 150 gold apiece to be collected from Elturol, a city to the north. It'll be waiting in the hands of an Omphar Throom. You meet Omphar Throom,
what?
and he'll be Omphar. His name is Omphar Throom.
Right. Yep.
You can collect your pay, report there. I will more than likely have moved on towards Waterdeep. There is much to talk about and discuss with my superiors. the wheels of fate are in motion. I ask of you, please, to do this for me. If 150 gold pieces is not enough, I can give as much as I need to. Give as much as you need. What is your price? Please.
$1 million. I'm a cat.
I do not have. I don't think anyone has that much substantial gold.
I'm just
100
joking.
and 150 will do. We are doing this for our own home as well. So
Excellent.
The payment is fine, old friend. Any intelligence or anything useful would be more helpful to us.
Quite so. I heard that the guard were able to rally up the horses that escaped during the raid. I'm going to go talk to the governor and see if I can procure those for you. No cost to you. The horses will be yours.
Appreciate
And
it.
We'll try to
if
look
I-
after this. We'll try to look after these horses this time.
thank you, friend.
No problem. It is the most we can do to help each other. I'll be heading out by dusk. I won't be able to go fast, but this bung leg, not going to be much use with you guys at all. My fellow prisoners that I was with, they look more than certainly admirable warriors as they are Ravenforged. Unless we find a priest strong in the faith, I don't think they'll be able to continue fighting for a couple of weeks. But whatever I can do to help get you guys along, more than happy to.
Don't push yourself, old friend. We'll take it from here.
Thank you. Do you mind if I join you? I'm quite famished.
Of
And
course.
the straw beds in the guest hall are quite hard.
Feel
Yeah.
free, take a seat.
He sits down, picks up a tankard, pours a little bit of the morning wine into it, and has a quick swig and goes, "Oh, that's one way to get rid of the pain." Unfortunately, no one can cast Lightning Bolt, but I'm working on a spellbank idea, U-Gamebo podcast. So you guys have yourself a hearty morning breakfast. Anything else you guys want to do while here or discuss with him? You can see that in this room there is Markov across at the opposite table. There is also Tabor, Nighthill having a nice little. They're having a good little discussion, quite heated actually, about what they're going to do about Castellan. He hasn't showed up for guard duty today, and the town is starting to get back together. They're talking about organising a bit more food and shelter, and continued open use of the keep's facilities, such as the inner chapel, since the sanctuary was burnt down, and discussing what timbers and what resources remain to help fix this up. Belvin and Sandstorm, you guys have not seen your dad since you guys got back.
Maybe we should see our dad. He's probably very upset. Maybe that's the reason he hasn't turned up.
Last time I saw him, he was pretty shaken yesterday. Probably a good idea to go see him before we leave again.
Pets.
I'll stay
Alright.
here and see what I can do to help around.
Okay. So as Sandstorm and Belvin exit, you see that in the courtyard of the keep there is the survivors of the raid. There's a horse-drawn carriage with supplies being unloaded from it. A couple of tables set up with multiple breads, salads and greens and fruits, and also freshly killed game from the roaming fields beyond. You see there's a bit of debris being cleared up and piled up and put away. Labourers are doing their best to begin reconstruction of the town, fortifying it, making homes a bit more safer with what they have available. Doors are open, but you see most of them are just townsfolk. Guards are still pretty stretched thin, and a rolling militia of active townsfolk are more than likely the best source of defense for this little town, now that it's been partially destroyed. Scars of the dragon's attacks still linger around the keep. Scorched marks from lightning and completely disintegrated chunks of stone lay atop the battlements. As you venture out into town, most of the dead have been respectfully buried, have been put to rest. Most of the blood has either been dug up and shoveled away or raked over. This nice, lovely town does not become desecrated land, as you know they're quite a heavily religious area, with Shanti as the main god, as she's the god of harvest. So you guys continue on throughout your day, and you guys are going to go find your dad, yeah?
Yes.
Excellent. And you too, Sandstorm?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. As you spend a good half an hour searching around the town. You can't find much sign of your father, but when you ask around, they haven't seen much of him either. Talking to the baker who Helga, the dwarven baker, who gives you a nice little dwarven made pies to fill your little bellies in the morning, but she's not seen any sight. She's still pretty shaken up about the death of Harrod and Jarrod, and you can see that there are nearly every family around here that's lost someone has a few bundles of wheat, roses, and wild flowers that have been picked from the surrounding areas that have managed to survive the trampling of the raiders coming in and out. You guys stop past your house to see the the smoke and smouldering remains that are now left behind have been put out. And though as you walk through the wreckage, you still see no sign of Castellan, your father.
Can I yell out? Oi, Cass, where the hell are you? I'll climb on top of the. Is there any rooftops anymore? Or is everything just gone?
Yeah, it's like half a roof is up there. There's still the stone chimney that still goes up.
I my cat claws gently go up to the top and just Cass, where are you? And just gotta yell out a few directions.
Yeah, you hear the light rush of the summer's breeze, and a couple of little bits of leaf and ash just flow on past.
He's nowhere, Belvo. Where could he be?
Somebody had to have seen him. We'll just have to keep asking around.
Okay, do you want to split up? Will it be faster?
Probably best.
Both of you make an investigation check. All right. Okay, so, Belvin, as you check through the majority of the northern side of the town, southern side of the town, around through the mill, you check over near the sanctuary. You can see that the sanctuary has been, the majority of it has been put out. The blazes that were once smoldering yesterday are now completely extinguished, and the sacred statue of Chanti that was carved out of an elder tree has been dragged out and is now being cleaned up and fixed. Few hard workers are all nice and hard at work, making sure that this wonderful praise to their god is all fixed up. One of the members of this little workforce that is cleaning and fixing it up is one of the priests of the temple of Chanti. You know him as Orga Minda. He was there when you rescued the entire sanctuary full of people before it was burnt down, and you rescued them and dragged them out through the back exit. Well, you didn't drag them out, you freed them through the back exit.
Let them out.
You can see that someone's just walked past him, and they're just carrying one too many bits of wood and debris. And that person kind of stumbles and falls. He looks like a bit of an elderly man, and Olga rushes over to him, picks up the piece of wood, and then takes the rest of the wood that he's carrying and begins to walk with the elderly man while having a light discussion. Head over and begin to lightly stack the debris. It's all nice and orderly under him.
Alright, can I ask? I'd like to ask Olga if he has seen my father.
He goes, "Oh, hello, Belvin. It's very good to meet you, my man. No, I'm not, but I have seen. I saw a priest come through, a priest of Helm. He approached from the north on horseback. He looked like he was in a rush. He said his name was Melvin. He said he was looking for Castellan as well. The only other place where I can imagine him being is, I dare say, the Keeps Shrine. More than likely.
Thank you. I'll go there and have a look myself.
Okay, so you head on off. Sandstorm, as you're looking around the town, you get to you get back to the keep and climb up on the battlements, work your way around as you're calling out for Castellan. And you hear him say, "Down here, boy." As you look down towards the east and down the ground, you see your father. He's no longer wearing his plate armor. He's no longer carrying his spears. He's just in really casual, relaxed clothes. He's wearing he's got his trousers. He's got his mid calf boots on. And he's wearing just a light doublet. It looks to be holding to have his ceremonial holy symbol around his neck.
Cass, where's your work uniform? Why? I heard you didn't go to your post. What happened?
can't do it anymore, boy. And just
You
can't.
can't just give up. We're not giving up. Me and Belle will get vengeance for Mother. We will kill the bastard. And you will too. Come on.
You see Belvin. You see your brother. You send him to me. And he opens the hard oak door that he's standing next to and heads on into the shrine. And
Shit.
it slams closed behind.
Well, there's only one way to get Belvin. I get up high again. Belvin! Belvin! Because I don't know where he
You
is
see-
anymore.
You see Belvin's kind of running, he's got his shield up and he's just chink 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 chink
Yeah.
heading towards.
Belvin! Father's given up. We have to convince him to fight.
He's yelling out for everyone to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah,
Everyone's
right.
like,
I don't yell. It's like, you're like, this is personal matters. Like,
Dad's
sorry for yelling. I will
Dad's
stop
being a
yelling now.
coward.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. Can I go back on that and actually just wait till he gets closer to me? So I don't
As-
yell at
As
personal
Belvin
matters.
approaches,
Running up, just like inside voice.
Yeah.
what did I say
Personal
about
message.
your inside voice? Always your inside voice.
Personal message.
What?
Huh? Say again, Ma.
So can we charge in? Well, I charge into the chapel.
All right, so you
Which one's the chapel?
you charge into the chapel,
Is it the
just
top
up
bit?
here.
Alright.
Where am I? Oh yeah.
As you enter the chapel, you see both to both sides of you the entrance on this stone tile floor, with the main aisle in special inlaid brick. You see two little basins, both full of water. There are 4 tables, purple cloths over it, and each with a small shrine to a deity. Each has a burning flame at each side, with oak pews that lead along in front of each shrine. Towards the end of the hall, you see altar and statue of the god Chanti, the god of harvest, and 2 pews in front of it. Just before that statue, you see there is your adopted father, Castellan. He's standing next to what looks to be a dwarven man, big bushy grey beard, red crimson robes. His hood's half up, and you can see a mass braided ponytail that comes out one side and braids into his beard. So it's a constant link, and through that you see jewelry and embroidery and chains wrapped through the ponytail and into the beard. And he holds what looks to be a rod with a bit of about a 4-foot rod, but it's so intricate in its design at the top that it looks like at the top it's got 4 hands, 4 very thick metal hands sprouting out at each side. It could be a ornate holy symbol, or it could be a mace. You're not too sure, but it definitely looks like if he hit you with it, it would hurt.
The mace of slapping.
So as you approach, Castellan's already asking him, how's the preparations coming along? And Dwarf goes, they are coming along quite well. The Yofar is ready for your boy.
What preparations? You're talking about, Father?
Castellan he has asked that the boy be pushed along in the order of the gauntlet. It's true, boy. It was with what I'd done when I pushed him to go to Onfar and fight in a battle against the Horde, against the Orcs up north when I sent him away all those years. And now he must complete his oath, his vow to Helm, and his vow of vengeance. I know Helm, the god, want these murderers, these crooks, these raiders, these pillagers dead. Sent to whatever god they believe in for punishment. That they be smited down completely. And at that point, as he begins going on a rant, the dwarf in the crimson robes go, "Now that's enough. Settle down now. We are gonna make sure your boy is okay. Far will be accepting of this. Your boy has quite the rank in the order.
Oh, Belvin should be coming, I think. Alright, Belvin, where the hell are you?
As Belvin then swings both the doors open at once, looks on to see Sandstorm looking down, and Belvin, you see your brother, your father, and this dwarf in crimson robes. As Castellan turns to your father, and says, "Come here, boy."
What's going on here, Father?
This is Melvin. Melvin is a part of the Order. He was in the Rolling Swarm Brigade as you fought at the Horde. Do you remember?
The Rolling Swarm?
Yes.
I know who they are. It's a pleasure to meet you, Melvin.
Yes, sir. It is very nice to meet you as well. You stand well amongst peers, and the soldiers, I can see why your father and your uncle wish to push you through, Now, to push you through, we will need to take the vow of vengeance, Your father has told me about what happened, You said you were touched by hell. You came
That
back,
is correct.
from the dead.
That is correct.
These are significant. As he then approaches you using the mace-like walking stick as a heavy lane, kink, and it clinks against the stone floor. And he gestures to his left at the Shrine of Helm that's located just to the side. And all you see is a diamond-like symbol, an altar, with the ever-watching eye of Helm on it. He says, "Please, boy, in front of her."
It will be my honor. I'll get down in front of the
At this
statue.
point, he pulls over his satchel, places it down on the pews, gets out a few blocks of incense, lights them on, and then places them in a strange, not consistent pattern around you. He then pulls out a little vial with the symbol of Helm on one side, and the gauntlet of Torm on the other side, which you know is the god that your uncle, Onthra, most supports and follows. The ever-smiting vengeance of Torm. Now, drink, and then splash over the face, as he puts it in your hand.
I gonna take a drink, and then just
Splash over your head.
Yeah.
Now, the tenets of this oath are quite grave and severe, and quite severe are. You know the ways of Helm, yes? And this much should be assumed are. You will fight the greater evil. No
I will.
mercy for the wicked by any means necessary. And the final tenet, restitution. If your foes wreak ruin on the world, it is because you failed to stop them. You must help those by their misdeeds. You must help those harmed by their misdeeds. And at which point he then gives an intricate religious wave where it's like waves his hand up in the air, then swishes it back sharply underneath, and then down the middle and forward to you. You know that as the ever-watching eye, the symbol for the hand gesture for the ever-watching eye of Helm. You are now tasked with the great deed of watchmen over evil. You are also charged with new rank within the order of the Gauntlet. You are, when your time within during the last previous years was that of a Cheval. You are now a Marchion. Marchion's duties reign high and low. Marchion. It's not happening. Oh well.
He's an alien.
Way to kill the buzz, man.
I'm hearing someone's bloody Facebook popping.
Yes. As Marchion, you come across equal rank another Marchion, or Cheval. They will help you as much as possible, but please do take note. Any order passed down the line of the Order will come to you if needed to. If y'all are called to action, y'all must answer. Remember?
I do.
Excellent.
I will heed the call if need be.
Then our ritual is complete. Go, boy, in the name of Helm. Watch over the ever-present of evil. And kill the bastard who took ye mother.
With pleasure.
At that point, Castellan comes over and gives you the hardest, the strongest of handshakes. and then pulls you in and embraces you in a big hug, and then whispers in your ear, "For Kayla, for Kayla." For Kayla, boy. And then pushes off, pats you on the shoulder, and then begins to walk past. Goes towards you, Sandstorm. You two lock eyes. He puts his hand on your shoulder and says, "Never give up. Never." And continues to walk out.
Do I even
"Do
know
your
this guy?
best, Junior," as he closed the door behind him.
Did he just get some superpowers or something, Belvin? What the hell was that?
I've just pledged myself to the deity of Helm and begun my path as a true paladin.
If it helps us kill that motherfucking Dragonborn, I don't care what happened. Let's go.
Meanwhile, Casimir, what have you been doing?
Fair
How have you spent your morning?
I've just been tending to the wounded, basically, and helping out around the keep to rebuild where I can.
Yeah, you use your mage hand to, when needed to. What are some of the activities you do after? So you help tend some of the injured, like you said, and you continue on throughout your day.
And, so I'd go and see Tia.
Yep. So she's resting just in the nursery, just off from the main corridor, or the main hall.
Is she awake now?
It's about. She's awake, but she's in that state where she's just exhausted and tired, but she can still talk. She's just not really going to be getting up anywhere. Yeah. She's pretty beat. Kemed's in there as well, the human knight, and he is snoring heavily.
I wish I could cast silence.
Greetings to us all. Welcome, buddy. Kemed is snoring quite heavily, and Terag is rolling her eyes every couple of minutes.
Like
as the snoring was, as the snoring stops for a brief couple of seconds, and then
chainsaw.
Yeah, like a chainsaw. You see, her legs pretty bandaged up. She's got a wet bit of cloth over her forehead. She looks like she's got a bit of a. You suspect she's got a bit of a migraine when you go and see her.
How are you feeling?
I wish he would shut up. I really do.
I'll use my mage hand to go over and pinch his nose.
It's like what happens whenever you do that to someone snoring. They kind of panic, and he's it's and then it just gets heavier for a second, then goes back to normal.
Yep. Works every time.
No, he still snores pretty heavily after that. Continue.
Roll for it.
She just chuckles, and then she stranges oh, don't make me laugh, please. It was a brave thing you guys did, and against all impossible odds. How? Why? I mean, thank you so much, but I thought we were dead.
Somebody had to be the hero.
And here I thought that was our job. Yep. Looks like we weren't as raven forged as we thought we were.
Who could have beaten you?
That half dragon, and that woman, the short hair, that pixie cut. She was a powerful priest. She called upon her gods, and she released some quite notably powerful divine magic. I believe it was a clerical spell of a sacred flame she called down, but it was strange. It was multicolored. It had a swirl of red, blue, green, black, and white. It was a wonder. Very curious as to how. Usually it's a radiant light. But she kind of like strains at his side and is like, but regardless, even with Leosin and his fellow monastery monks with him, just the sheer number of them versus us, it's just what was not enough.
Indeed, there are too many to fight head on. Alas, we must go back and find out what their plans are. Is there anything you could tell me? Something to help us?
They made away with an artifact we kept. We had sealed it away. It's a cloak. It's a cloak made of the flesh of a devilish fiend. Hellhound. It smells of sulfur and brimstone and blood. It was a cursed thing. We'd been trying to discover a way to get rid of it after all these years, but we have come up nil. I fear for the wrong hands that a cursed item gets into. For once it's worn, there is no parting. The only parting from it is death. I had a friend who learnt that the hard way. We had to kill him ourselves. And that's when we found you.
Well, then maybe it wasn't such a bad thing. In the end.
True. For now, I want to place you in charge of Ravenforge. I know the building's burnt down completely. And she reaches for the necklace that's around her neck with a little iron cast symbol of a silhouette of a raven holding a small key in its mouth while perched on an anvil. She wraps it off her head. Says, "It's not much, but still, it holds a sign of authority to it. Will you take charge of Ravenforge? You may not have a hall anymore. You may not have a home. But it's still something." And she holds it out to you.
I'll take it off her. As long as the people are still here, we can always rebuild.
Indeed.
That fucking guy.
Still going on the backdrop. She says, if there is... Actually, if you you check around, if the basement is still half intact, there is a secret compartment behind one of the scrolls, one of the scroll racks. I kept a second spell book there. You're welcome to access anything from it. It's yours. And then she points to the necklace. That's the key.
Thank you. I will gladly study it, and when I'm done, I will return it to you.
Thank you. At that point, she lays back and just lets out a hot, heavy sigh of relief, and then just looks up at the ceiling. And as you go to walk out, she says, I wish you the best in your travels. Wherever you go, whatever you do, remember, everyone's different. It's what matters inside that counts. You may look like this infernal, desecrated being. To me, you're wonderful. Thank you.
One day the world will know.
She then goes, oh, could you also get them to send me in some water?
Of course.
And maybe some wool for my ears. And then she kind of just rolls over and just sighs again and just looks like she's nestling in for a long day of sleep.
And I'll walk out. Get this lady some water. Please.
You see the servant man. He's holding not only the freshly cut off leg of a deer and an entire tray, a handful of plates. He's just yeah, sure, and he just begins to take off completely, and you see a plate begin to fall off.
No.
And
Mr. President.
shatters on
No, I dive out.
and it shatters on the ground. And he just looks at it and just and he looks over and he sees that the governor has not seen it, and so he scamps off completely. Just you see he hurries back on out with a ewer of water and a drinking tankard, and takes it on in to her. Closes the door silently behind him as Kemet's snores echo out.
Alright, well, I'll head over to Ravenforge. I don't know what the other guys are doing.
Okay. It's about this point in time of the day. You see Castellan, as you've come out, Castellan is pretty much walking out of the chapel that lines the northern wall of the keep, and begins to walk on out of the keep into the town proper. Coming out the doors behind him, a little curious of each other, is Sandstorm. Next to him, following closely behind, is Belvin, who is looking a little bit more shimmery than normal. As he walks out into the sunlight, the natural light, it's just more of a tinge of a glint.
The reflection is a little bit
His eye.
above average.
So you see him from across one end of the inside of the keep, and you guys all lock eyes. And it's just a nice little awkward situation. You smell. There's still people coming in and out of the keep, having lunch, getting meals, sorting out the what have yous and logistics for the resources today. You guys meet up. What do?
All right. I think we should start discussing of our next plan of action. When should we go back to the camp? And what is our plan once we get there?
We should have a meeting. Should we get help or go alone?
If we could get a few guards to create a distraction, that could give us an opportunity to slip into the cave.
But do we want these people to risk their life after what they've been through?
Nah, yeah, I think if they get caught, they're dead for sure.
I think
we can sneak in, but you're gonna have to take your armor off. You can't sneak.
Gonna have to go nude.
Yeah, I can sneak finally. I don't know about you.
I'm happy to stand guard. Stealth missions like this don't suit me very well. I'm more of a frontal confrontation kind of guy.
Yeah,
But I think
noticed that.
gathering intel is our point of interest in this at the moment. So if we can find any specific movements of them, the main thing is to find out where they might attack.
Hmm. I don't know. I heard you're the leader of the. Are you the leader of the keep now, Casimir?
Yeah, you see the raven forged symbol that's around now, being worn proudly around his neck and on his chest.
Who would have thought a tiefling that I once met when I was a boy, but now the leader of the keep? When everyone disowned you. Good work, brother. Yeah.
I'm just getting warmed up.
Oh. Nice.
So at this point, yeah, you guys meet up, have a nice little discussion. You see, this is about midday at this point. Leosin comes in, brandishing four fine-looking horses.
Where are we at?
In the courtyard.
Oh yeah, okay.
Thanks, man.
No one noticed a thing.
No, yes. Hashtag pro streamers. What? Yeah, so Leosin comes in. He's leading a horse by the bridle, and yeah, it's fully saddled and everything. And says, "This is going to be a giant horse, by the way." I thought the icon was going to be bigger. Yeah,
It was just a regular horse.
no, it's like a nice riding horse. It's nice and dark brown. It's named Sasha. So
Hey.
he says,
It's a growing horse. It's growing as we speak.
Oh my god, it's really going fast.
By the time we
just
get
needed
there,
the
it'll be a
love
giant.
stuff.
We'll ride our giant horse in a battle, just trample
the
everyone.
horse will just fight the dragon itself. Go horse!
So, yeah, Leosin comes up to you and says, "This fine steed is one of the 4 that will serve you well in this quest. The saddlebags have already been stocked up with enough rations to last you the trip from here to the camp, back to Burdusk, and onto Elturel, if you so want to stop at Burdusk, resupply, or take a rest or gather on the road.
So
But if anything has happened..." Yes, sir. Yeah.
where's Burdusk?
Okay.
Around Greenus and stuff.
Yeah, so he digs into his bag and pulls out a scroll tube.
Start here.
uncaps one end, and pulls it on out, unrolls it, and yes, as the start here icon does.
Just gets like a texture out and draws on
Start-
the map. Where? So
It's
we're
like,
here.
yeah.
Oh shit, that's permanent marker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can draw it.
So he points to
Can't
here
even
on the
read
map.
that. Oh yeah, Burdusk is there, I'm guessing.
It's
So he
a very
points-
whitewashed map, isn't it?
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know how it got like that. It was nice and good before, and as he probably gonna change that color. That stands out. As he puts his finger here, I'll probably make that bigger.
Where?
So he puts his finger
Oh my
here.
God. Yeah, I can't
He
zoom in
draws-
on that. It's really blurry.
That's okay. He draws his finger up and along this line here on the map. He says, "This is the northern road that meets up at the Y cross. At the Y cross, there's a little tavern there. It's a roadside inn. It's a roadhouse. You head north from there, and you'll end up at Burdusk. You can either choose to go from. You can, if you want, you can head straight north from Greenest if you're willing to brave the hills of the green fields. The game is plenty, the danger is thick, but if you want to take the safest path from Greenest to Burdusk, and then onward to El Torel, you can. But if you believe time is of the essence, straight path might just be the best. As you go from Burdusk along that northern road and reach Burdusk, continue along, you'll reach the large port, riverside port town of Skernable. It's a pretty relaxed town, even though its main export is that of ships and fishing. Head towards the west. Shouldn't be more than a few 3 or 4 days, or 2 days maybe by horse if you're rushing, and you'll come to the cliffside citadel. High walls are completely overshadowed by the main church. You'll also be able to spot it from a mile away and be protected from the fields of the dead by the ever-present radiant light that glows above El Torel through even the darkest of nights. They are constantly protected. Any undead, fiends, or evil that comes close to them are warded off by this light. So you'll be safe there. Well, from the surrounding wilderness. But regardless from that, Omvar Throom will be waiting. If you're fast enough, you may be able to catch me as well. I would like to hear it in person before leaving. But if not, I'm sure we can organize a carrier raven.
Carrier
Any-
raven.
And he rolls the map back up and puts it away.
What happened to McCall?
McCall came to you. He's still kind of sitting up on a perch, up on the battlements, just going, "Macaw! Macaw! Macaw!"
Did he bring a message back from Candlekeep?
as he flutters on over to you and lands on your shoulder. He goes, "Macaw!" And in your mind, you hear, Very good, sir. Good to see you again, my master. I have some good news from Master Tozen. Yes, he is doing quite well, I inform you, sir. He can spare a contingency of a few mages and some food aid and relief, but it will more than take a 10-day to get here. As you do know, the, the geographic positioning from Greenest to Candlekeep is quite severe, my man. It'll take its time getting here. It will arrive.
I feared as much. Good job.
And with that, he flutters backwards. You see a little explosion of black feathers fly out and a little rift of darkness as he disappears into his pocket dimension. That's just ever looming over your shadow. But yes, so that is what you have been given for information tonight regarding.
So, we're all gathered still, right?
Yeah.
So I think we should rest up, resupply, maybe find any volunteers from the guard who wish to come, who will only be on distraction. Well, be doing distractions, no actual combat. We can't ask that of them.
Is it worth the risk? The less of us, the probably the better. You can sneak in.
After our last escapade, I suspect they'll have increased their defenses.
Then it'll be more of a risk if we get seen on the way. There'll be more of us traveling.
Welcome, Scarlet Moth. Thank you for joining.
If we don't take a high risk like we did last time, we might be more successful. Hey, Casimir. Are you now the actual boss of me now, or
Nah.
nah? We're still
Yeah,
we're still even, right?
Can you just go to the cave and if you die, that's just too bad.
Yeah, you see Terag's pendant around his neck, and that was pretty much her badge of leadership within the guild.
Oh, indeed.
You don't know why he has it. You don't know how he has it. But
I
he has
pretty
it.
much fit okay, well, Casimir, what? Oh no, we talked about this already. Yeah, we already said I already recognized him as he owns the keep now, or whatever. But I've known him since he was 6 years old, so it doesn't give anything extra for me. I'm like, you're still a bastard to me, so you're still a little tiefling. Everyone.
You're such a bastard, Casimir.
That's really coming from another bastard.
A bastard that always knows my back.
One of the more religious members of the community does walk past, spits on the ground, and says, "You're a bastard, Casimir. You brought this on us," and walks off.
Hey,
that's so bastard to you.
Yeah, it's now so bastard. You can unite yourself now. Is that your powers?
Get a sword, tap it on my own shoulders.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Leosin then says to you, the other 4 horses, the other 3 horses are available. They are just currently at the stables. Farmham and setting them up with whatever saddles and bridles are available. I have selfishly bought as many supplies as I can. Within the saddles, you will find everything that you need. Climbers kits, a variety of packs, and I mean there are also rations. And I managed to talk to the local alchemist. I managed to convince her to part ways with a couple of the last remaining potions that she had kept in her back stock. She wasn't willing to part with them in an emergency such as this. But when I told her about the noble thing you were all doing, she couldn't resist but hand them over. These red liquid potions will aid you dearly in the times to come.
Red liquid. Is it wine?
No, young boy, no. That's you remember what Master Tozan used to drink after a heavy night on the brandy?
Wine.
No, those were potions of healing and longevity.
He's an
He's
alcoholic.
Yes, he is. You know this. But a greater potion master there is not. A greater alchemist there is not.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it.
Is there Molotov cocktails in the crate?
There is a few flasks of oil, but alchemist fire. No, I do not believe we
Oh, that could.
have any.
Maybe I could get a lighter.
Actually, if you would recall, you purchased the last amount of. You guys were given the last amount of alchemist fire that were actually in some very old vials.
Did I get any of them? Do I get 5 of
it's
them?
on your character sheet in the bio section.
Okay, cool.
So you have 5 of those,
Oh no.
if from memory.
Is it? Oh, yes, it is too. 5 alchemist fire. I just got to work out where to use it. The best way to use it.
So it's basically just a Molotov cocktail.
Is that able to? Yeah, okay. But you need a flame.
No, the alchemist fire, as it was explained to you, it explodes, like it ignites when it comes in contact with air. So you take
fabulous.
like once you break the vial, it lights up instantly.
Don't just like open it up or it'll explode in your face.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Is this alcoholic?
Pretty hard stop it. Open it up,
Cool.
speak.
Next campaign.
Unless you get off up over it.
Next campaign.
Is that our? So that's our horse with the crate there. With the not the crate. The
This one, the saddle.
Yeah, the one with the saddle. That's the.
That's just one.
Oh, what about this one here? Do we have this one here?
That one's currently cut, like being gathering up resources and just food and supplies that have been taken out, being brought out from the keep. It's been put on the back and delivered to the rest of the townsfolk
Okay.
as they need it. There's food. There's warm sheets.
Well, maybe we shouldn't take that one off. I guess.
Yeah, probably.
You have that little necklace there. You can take what you want now, can you?
No,
it means
he's
I can
not in
take
charge
less,
of the
though.
keep. He's only in charge of the. He's quote in charge of the guild hall. That is.
Ah, okay.
Basically,
Charge the cake.
You mean I'm not the mayor now?
Yeah, damn it. I was gonna
Speaking of
use you
which,
for your power.
I want to head over to Ravenforge now. I'll leave Sandstorm and Belvin in charge of resupplying.
Oh, leaving us in charge.
No, mate.
You're not demanding any orders here, Casimir.
With great amulet comes great responsibility.
What? It's great.
Um,
an asshole.
As you begin to walk on over the Ravenforge and you leave the courtyard of the keep, Leosin looks over at you there, Sandstorm, and says, "A man of skill, yes?"
I have many skills, and climbing at the same rate as going forward is one of them. Is that the skill you're looking for? Or there's another skill. I can pick a lock and sometimes break it if I roll a 1. I hope it's not that skill.
5% of the time, I'll fail
Because
horribly.
I have no tools at the moment, and I forgot to restock my tools.
I'm sure the local. I'm sure the local blacksmith will be able to maybe acquire one for you, but
Does he do spares?
I don't know. You you live here, my man. I do not.
Okay, I'll ask him later. But what skills are you looking for, sir?
I'm looking for subtlety and subterfuge. Have you
I
heard
have
of
the-
Harpers?
Sorry?
The Harpers.
I have
Have you
not.
heard? Where any pulls out of his pocket the broken leather choker that has the symbol of a crescent moon with a harp sitting in it, etched in on an iron symbol. Fuck off, Kevin.
Right back.
And he says, "We're a scattered network of spellcasters and spies who advocate equality and covertly oppose the abuse of power, magic, and whatever else falls into that category.
Hmm.
Multiple times we've risen and been shattered, then risen again. Currently, we are only in small cells, and lone operatives like myself throughout the lands. Although we interact sometimes and share information, I feel that great need for more members will come into play in the coming times. I wonder, would you be interested in becoming an initiative of it? Becoming a member, a spy for the Harpers. You would work, though you would answer to me and to other agents. The perks and the benefits of safe houses, information. It's quick symbols. And fellow assistants, and knowing that we're always there. We do lurk in the shadows to serve those in the light. Down with tyranny, fairness, and equality for all.
Sorry.
That sounds perfect. Any way to show off my skills, I will do.
Then he will pull back out his leather choker and say, "Let this be your badge of rank into the Harpers."
Do I have to wear this leather choker?
No, you can refashion it into any way you want. It's the
Thank
symbol.
you.
It's the
It's
symbol
not really
of-
my look.
Oh no, I didn't mean to offend by saying it's hollow.
You know, if you're into that, it's okay. But
Me.
I'm into doing the cool, sneaky stuff and doing the thing for the guys, but none of that. Sorry.
No, that's okay. I didn't mean to imply that you were a pet, even by giving you a
Yeah, I thought you.
collar. I'm
I
sorry.
think you just
my
got
friend.
no chains and.
Is there a complimentary leash?
Oh, that's just like here's the Tabaxi
He-
version.
He look. Leosin just looks over at Casimir as he's leaving. He just goes, "Casimir! God, that's completely out of line."
I just run off.
Sorry, I got the wrong intention.
Regardless, I am very sorry, but back to matters at hand, please. I would like to ask.
Casimir's not here, by the way, so he can't
Yeah.
even say that.
I just
Get
ran
out.
off.
You don't even, you're already gone. You can't come back. You bastard. Alchemist fire. No.
With that symbol of rank comes the renown of a watcher. Within the Harper organization, you are a watcher.
I'm good at watching.
There is, even though I am asking you and your friends to head back to that raiders camp, one thing I really need, if you can get into that cave, there's a little piece of information that I know I overheard from Resmir and Mondath talking. There is a location in the north. There's a name of a place. I need you to find out what it is. I couldn't make it out as I was so beaten, so hurt. If you could find out the name, wherever it is. All I heard was that it was located within the north. That could mean anywhere north of here.
Any other, like...
If we can have a name, anything at all. That would
How north are we staying?
I don't know. So we need to find out.
There's not much to go off, but I'll do my best.
I know. I'm sorry I don't have any more information.
So a cave and a place north.
Yes.
Okay.
And he says to you, if you ever need somewhere, if you ever need a safe house to get any sort of information, or to be safe, or to go about whatever you need to do, or even need help in that, you'd look for the Harper symbol.
Okay.
Crescent moon up.
Crescent moon up.
And he then extends his hand. He then extends his hand out. It says, "Welcome to the Harper's Watcher. Watcher Sandstorm."
Hoorah! I'm not sure what they say.
Not that.
You don't know that. You're not here, Casimir.
Shut up, I'm metagaming.
He says, "No one should be powerless."
I will always back the weak who can't help themselves. To the Harpers.
And with that,
Harpers, yeah. Harpers go. That's not it either, probably.
yeah, Harpers, go. No, but I do like the enthusiasm.
Do we have a song yet? I can work on that.
I'm sure we could find a bard. I've heard of a elf in Waterdeep. Him and his sister are quite a traveling band together.
I heard that on the radio. I mean, on the shit. There's no radio in this.
No, it's on the seeming spell. Yeah, I've heard that too.
Yeah, I heard him. He's got quite a good voice, and he's quite good looking.
You heard that all from listening? Oh, you know what? Don't worry. I am going to go sort out the rest of these horses, and I'll bring it. Casimir, you head over to Raven Forge. It's mostly all burnt down. You once again trundle into the ruin-covered floor and pillaged bottom of the basement. You do see the half-burnt-out scroll rack, where there is also located a whole bunch of scroll tubes. Some of them burnt out, some of them look still sealed. Make me a perception check as you go looking around it.
Can I do investigation?
Yeah, you can do investigation as well.
Yeah. I'm heaps better at that.
Okay, so you see there towards the bottom of the shelf, there are small little scratch marks within the stonework. As you look at them, you can see the very faintest of seams within the shelf walls. As you pull the shelf, you can see it kind of slides out, and it kind of groans and scratches against the stonework. And you see just the smallest little slightest bit of a hole. You can see that
Keyhole.
as you pull off amulet, you see that the key kind of hangs loosely within the raven's beak. So it's a nice little free swinging little piece. You just take that, clock it in, and you hear the grind of stone. There's a little slab of stone slides backwards, and then slides inwards to the right, and reveals a leather-bound tome with a latch across it. Steel embroidery is wrapped around the hard leather cover.
I'll pull it out. Blow some dust off it.
As you blow dust off it, you can read that it says the incantations of Terag Rishan.
I'll open it up.
You see there are some spells you know as you flipping through the pages. Some really basic cantrips. You see cantrips that you don't know, and you can also see some real basic spells that you have come to master over your years. But you also see and begin to understand as you're looking through her notes that very easily explain the concepts of how to concepts of how to completely do these spells with ease.
Okay.
Oh, what happened to your music? Oh, there
Still
it is.
playing for
So-
me.
Okay. It's probably just my computer. My computer's being shit. Right. So yeah, you can see that within it there are a few numbers of spells. So you can see that within it you can see there is pretty easily written and able to understand what looks to be a spell that will turn you invisible. Even more so, a spell that looks like it, with your study of illusion within the School of Illusion, a spell that will pretty much create duplicates of yourself that act and move as you do.
Nice.
Yeah, so you take that, yeah, and what do you do with that?
I'm
Just begin
gonna-
to study there, or do you head on back?
I'll head back before I start studying it.
You can read it along the way, and you realize her writing is very neat, and it's very delicate. It's very softly edged. The magical arcade ink that she uses is easily it's easily pressed against the paper, but deeply marked. So with the lightest of touch, she's made the deepest mark within the paper.
She's got heavy fingers.
As you get on back, it's coming into late afternoon. And yeah, you come on back, you see Belvin is having a big old yawn.
Sorry.
As he apologized to you, Casimir. Some people in the background. The guard gives you a wave to his side. Cheers. And yeah, so you guys meet up in the fourth hall. Alright. I'm also going to go for a quick little piss break right now. You guys can decide what you're going to do from here. You know that Leosin is going to be back in a few minutes, and he'll have all the horses and preparations ready for you guys to depart. So I'm going to take a quick break. You guys decide what we're going to do, and yes.
What spells were there in the book?
Spells in the book, you saw them as... Sorry,
I'll
just
try
real
them down.
quickly.
If you...
Ray of Frost, Fog Cloud, Disguise Self, Absorb Elements, Comprehend Language, Invisibility, Mirror Force, Phantasmal Force, and even more powerful spells that you can see the reading, like the writing is quite delicately laid out, but you're not too sure that you're ready to handle spells like that.
Can't really understand it yet.
It's just a concept of just and accessing that kind of magic is just not unto you. And yeah, I'm just going to take a quick piss. You guys decide and have a bit of roleplay, and be back in a minute.
I can see Robbie's forehead.
Yeah, same. That's what I can see.
You're so low.
Get low. Get low, get low, get low.
I was thinking that
That's got a lot of spells.
with the horses, me and Ikram could probably make a distraction, or make a fuss at near the entrance and stuff, and then take them on a goose chase with our horses.
Oh, yeah,
that's
so like...
That's what I wanted to
And then
do
you
with
guys
the
sneak up
guards.
from the back area again.
Yeah, I wanted
So not like in the actual area, so outside the area.
Just
That's
'cause,
probably
like,
better.
because there's like the cliffs up above.
Yeah.
I was
And then
thinking,
you guys
like,
hang up there.
People could just like have bows and arrows and like throw Molotovs down from there, and then just like run away.
I have to I'm going to sneak into the cave because my harpers, I'm not sure how to spell harpers yet, but my harpers group needs some intel about something about some place in the north, and it's in the cave. So I might do a solo mission there.
Yeah. Well,
You know what's funny?
I'm.
I just got invisibility.
Oh, very nice. You cast it on me, and I can sneak
So
in,
then you're
and no
invisible
one
for an
will.
hour, as long as you don't
That's,
like attack or anything.
Yeah, that'll be absolutely perfect. That'd be great. So
Do we need? Well, then, knowing you have that spell, then
I gotta add these in.
I
now.
probably don't need a distraction, really.
no, fuck an hour. Like, just walk in there. I'm not sure what I'm actually.
Yeah, that's the only problem though, because like I've been in there before when I was like
You
a
have,
kid. 'Cause it's the same cave as when I was a kid.
yeah. Apparently, I'm supposed to get intel about a place in the north, and he gave me no other leads. So it's like, there's a lot of things
cave,
north.
There's a cave to north. Okay.
It's like, do I like ask people what's north, and then they say words? I don't understand.
Do you have?
Do they say words?
Do you have disguise?
Nah.
Didn't you get disguise self as well, Casimir?
Yeah. I've got to study
Well,
these. I've
while-
got to study these though. They take a couple of hours.
Yeah. Well, while Sandstorm could be invisible checking out the cave, you could be in the camp disguised as someone else and get intel from like
That is a good
captains
plan.
and whatnot.
Because last time I was disguised, it actually worked out really well.
No, don't. I wouldn't risk that again.
But with an actual spell,
An actual proper disguise.
Oh,
don't-
okay.
I wouldn't.
You have
I
to
wouldn't
roll
trust
for
it
that
again.
though. Still,
No,
like,
not for the spell.
spell disguise is the same thing as a normal.
It's just like
disguise.
a perfect disguise though. Unless they touch you, then they can see through.
Like an illusion. So
yeah.
it's not like you just dress up. It's like he won't. Look
Oh,
like
so
a
your
tiefling.
voice change. Your voice
Yeah.
changes and everything.
Yeah, it'll be disguise self. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean, I think that'd be the best, and I'll just keep lookout.
Yeah, don't go. Yeah.
I got
Just do
nothing to contribute.
You know you have an entire armory worth of like armor sets to choose from and change over if you want to.
Yeah.
You're-
well, Pretty sure I have like
Oh, God
plate
damn it.
armor.
Yeah, you got plate armor and a shield. I mean, you
Yeah,
could probably
plate
find
armor,
something else.
kite shield.
Yeah, you got a kite
Um,
shield.
I've got my dad's longsword on me.
I
Uh,
just am
short
I
sword.
able to who was I talking to? Who's the leader of Harpers? How do you spell Harpers, by the way?
Hop.
All right.
Leo's
Literally like the instrument, right?
Yeah.
Just hop.
There you go.
Okay.
Sit
Harper.
It literally is that.
this way,
Okay.
chat.
So,
Yeah.
am I able to talk to the leader of the Harper again? Or is that?
Yeah, he comes back like
Or is
near an hour after seeing you again.
I just want
He's got
to say,
four.
are you sure? Are you
Am I-
sure there's no more
am I
info about the North place?
That was the reason why I let myself get captured. I mean, I didn't put up much of a fight during the attack. It's part of my plan. I wanted to get in there, uncover what they were doing, where they were going, and months of research has led up to this attack. And I knew the only way to get where I needed, to find out the source of this evil. I needed to get captured. I needed to go in there and find out, but alas, I failed. I overestimated how hard it was going to be to escape, to get out, and to move from there. I didn't prepare myself mentally for it.
Why do you need to know about this place North?
If that's where they're taking the amassed treasure, for whatever their plans are, if they're going to conduct another raid, where they're going to send that? Where is all this treasure going to?
Okay.
What I overheard in the conversation, going north.
Okay. I'll do my best. And I'll do the best sneaking I can.
Thank you. I've prepared 4 horses for you and your friends. Everything is ready to go. They are they're in the keep stable and they're ready to go. They're all stocked up with supplies
Thank you.
that will last you at least two 10 days.
Do they get expired after that?
How's the use by day?
No, of
We've
course
had
not.
plenty of...
rations, dry meats.
Oh, I thought you meant the horses.
Yeah, the horses
No,
are past
no.
their use by date. We
Silly.
can't eat them after
The
that.
horses are yours.
Silly me. I thought the horses expired in 10 days.
Yes, of course. If they were leaf, it may have. You might go back, but no, I have purchased these fantastic beasts outright for you.
We've decided we're just going to take the 4 of us and 4 horses and do a stealth mission.
Okay. The 4 of you can do. At this point, Ikram's come out to you guys. He looks fairly dazed, and he asks, "So what are we doing?" I've been too busy focusing on my mother's pendant and the surrounding. Well, these new abilities are weird. I can morph. I can transform. I can feel a warmth within inside me. I don't know what it is. The bark helps me keep calm. Is all I'll say.
Guys, he's stoned.
Let's just
You know-
let Ikram know about the plan.
He nods the entire way through it and goes,
Mm-hmm.
"Yeah, wow. Okay, let's do it."
I need... I got my thieves tools in the meantime, by the way.
Yeah,
Already
just
stocked them.
just mark off 10 gold pieces.
Can I buy 2 thieves tools?
Yes, mark off 20 gold pieces.
Thank you.
So can I study those spells in the meantime, and I'll take the gold out for them.
Yes, if you have time. It's
Yeah.
probably about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. When are you guys going to spend the night here and then go in the morning, or are you going to take off in the middle of the night and go check this place out? You're going to go see him in broad daylight at dawn, or are you going to do it by the cover of night like you did last time?
I think the cover of night would be the best.
Yeah,
Nighttime's
night would
probably
be best.
smart.
So we'll time it to get there just when the sun is setting.
Yeah, just for sunset.
Okay.
I have a little sundial on my wrist.
How convenient.
Okay. So you guys gather everything you need, what you like, supplies and everything have already been done. So
Sweet.
you know, it only takes only a 2 hours hard ride to get there. 3 if you want to take a little bit longer. But yeah, it's not going to
I
take
think we
much.
do have to be pretty cautious of scouting parties
We
closer
should
to the
use
area. So.
Ikram's survival skills for.
I don't think his survival skills are that high right now.
Right. No, let's find out.
In his
So-
magic
Yeah.
bark.
Are you guys going to take off, or are you going to ponder around for a little bit longer?
I think.
What time did you say it was now?
About 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Sunset's going to be about 8 o'clock. If you guys leave at
I reckon
5.
we leave at 5.
Right, so that will give you guys about 3 hours to bum around, have a quick rest, have a feed, say hello and goodbye to everyone you need.
I'm just gonna swing my sword around and train up. You know.
I'm gonna
Okay.
study. That should give me enough time to study three of the spells.
Belvin, did you want to use your downtime points?
Your millions of points.
Stocked up 1,000 points, you bastard.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm thinking of stocking them up a bit.
Okay, all right. What about you, Sandstorm? I think you have a few.
I actually don't know what I can get.
Let's see how
You
much
can-
you have.
You can get like a tool
Do we have
proficiency or a language.
Is there
I
a
think, at the
list?
moment.
Yeah, actually, yeah. I should write you guys out a list. But yeah, for 40 downtime points, you can get yourself a tools proficiency.
20.
Okay.
I think 20 is a tool proficiency or a language.
No. Remember,
40
not
is a
last
skill
session.
proficiency, isn't
No.
it?
remember last session? No, not last session. The session before, I mentioned that I was going to bump it up. So
okay.
yeah, so the points the things would cost more
Yeah, okay.
because fucking Brad got to fucking 50, near 60 super points.
Brad isn't obeying the laws of average.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as the laws of average.
There
Fuck off
is,
with that.
as long as you have a large enough sample.
There is, yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
It's alright, when we've had like 1,000 sessions, it'll all balance out.
Yeah, it'll all balance out in the very end once we're finished. All right. So, do you want to buy? What kind of toolkit would you like to take hold of?
I'll look into it and I'll let you know.
Yeah, just at any time you can pick it all up. You can get tinkerers tools and shit like that, smiths,
Okay.
painters, and
Does
all that
Brad
stuff.
have Smith's tools? I got Tinkers,
Yeah, I got Smith's tools
and I got Jewelers and Tinkers tools.
because
Maybe some jewels.
I liked
Your family jewels?
keeping upkeep of my own weapon. So
Are you
took
one of
interest in Smith tools.
Are you one of
Oh,
those
that's
house
quite
cats that get castrated?
So, are you talking to me in your character or because you
No.
should know me? Like?
No, not in character.
So,
What you-
this is obviously all out of character, isn't it? So, Brad, that means if we roll a 1 on our weapons, out of when we get like downtime or whatever, you can repair it for us. Is that what you're saying? Or do you need like a workbench or something?
Yeah, he'd need the available equipment. It's not like he carries a small anvil.
Yeah,
So,
I-
You mean you don't have like your own
For-
A
blacksmith?
small anvil and a forge with him.
You
for
just go
a
higher.
completely broken weapon, I don't think I can do it on the spot. But I could probably like
Okay.
upkeep on your weapons or something like that. You know,
Cape.
But like he does.
I have the
Oh,
duct tape
doesn't
and the
like care
WD-40, guys.
Yeah.
What do you need?
Fixes anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Does it move?
Yeah.
Both
Does
had
it,
plus.
is
both
it
had
meant
plus
to?
3 to skill checks.
Is it meant to?
no duct tape.
Tape
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so 3 hours passed. You guys have full tummies. You have this spirit in you, ready and raring to go. The town has gathered out. Well, for argument's sake, the town has some of the town has gathered in the courtyard to see you off. Word is spread around pretty quickly, and Tabor says, "Go forth with our blessing and our vengeance. Give them what for."
What for? What's that mean?
You can count on us.
Huzzah! And the townsfolk around him go, "Huzzah!"
Let's move out.
Okay, you guys.
Raiders
roll
out.
Can you give us the inspiring speech?
Yeah,
Delvin?
I give a inspirational leader speech.
You gotta
Alright.
get to it.
Give us a speech, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, fuck, okay.
Pressure's on now.
Serpent hell.
All right, let me think of these ones. All right.
Google inspirational speech.
This mission is not just for us. It's for the people of the Greenest and everybody that these cultists wish to harm. Anything we do today will stop them in their tracks, and we will slay down anybody who stands in our way.
Everyone
Just like
gets. Everyone gets a temp.
Bellwood,
5.
Everyone gets
Yeah.
5 temp points. There we go.
God damn. It's more than a quarter of my health.
Is it really?
Yeah. It's the same for
That's a
you.
lot
Yeah.
of-
It's the same for you.
That's a lot of HP.
Oh, do you? Do you have the same
We're
HP?
both on 18.
We both roll bad. It's fine.
We rolled so bad.
Okay.
At least it's not too bad.
Oh,
What do you
you're
got?
saying
Like
that.
50.
What
I
do
bet.
you?
I got 30.
Oh my god.
Hey,
You are the tank.
I was gonna say. I get a roll of D10, so
You best.
Ah, okay.
Very happy with that. He would be.
yes.
Uh,
I rolled alright as well, which is good.
You bastard.
Okay, so you guys head on out.
For freedom.
You guys ride through the. You guys ride through the hills, continuing along down the path, following the still deep tracks that were left behind by the raiders, taking caution to avoid that path by heading a little bit more north and taking a wider angle around towards the camp. Everyone roll a d6.
Oh.
What could this be? Yes, I didn't roll a 1 this time.
Pretty low.
Ooh, close.
Uh.
Oh.
Average.
All right.
I never know if it's what's good, if one is actually bad or not.
I think something happens on a 1. Because last time we rolled 1s twice. And 2 things
Ah,
happened.
okay. Okay. You're paying attention.
So, you guys continue on through. You guys get past the dead bodies you left behind at the
Oh, yeah.
fields. You guys come to the horseshoe-like plateau of the raiders' camp.
Are we coming in from the same angle? Or are we going to come in from like a different way?
That's up to you.
I think we should come in from a different way.
As you begin to approach from the northwestern side,
Northeast.
northwest
like,
side.
like this.
Yeah, up here. So like
Ah,
on
right,
the
right, yeah.
so there's a bit of a zoomed out map down the bottom.
Yep.
Your carriages down. Guys are riding on your horses, and you can see when you return to the area of the camp on dusk, you can see that it's mostly abandoned. You can see that there are smoldering plumes of smoke rising up from around the horseshoe-like plateau. The stinking huts that the kobolds lived in burnt to the ground, although as the hill begins to rise up, you can still see remnants of tents still set up. Some have been knocked over, but heavy footprints lay in the ground, half covering it as muck and dirt, as muck and water has leveled up, creating quite a filthy path as these trails begin to spread out in every direction from the opening of this horseshoe. You can see about halfway up, as there's a few tents left, there is one lit campfire, off in distance. There you can see also that one of the guard towers have been completely burnt down. So that one up there has been completely burnt down to the ground. Yeah, you can also see that there are deep tracks in the ground as well from wagons and pack animals moving what looked to be a mass exodus from the camp.
This doesn't look too good.
We should investigate quickly.
Yeah, I suggest we tie up our horses here where we can, and then venture on into the camp and find out what's going on.
Ikram, can you mind the horses?
Yeah, man. Can do. I'll be here. Just blow the signal whistle.
Yes, my lord.
More work.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold the
Too
horse.
easy now.
Yep.
Ho horse. Ho horse.
That's it. I'm dead.
Oh no.
Alright, let's go get into this camp, find out what's going on. What happened?
Okay, so are you going to stealth in? What are you going to do? How are you going to approach and get in there?
So it looks fairly abandoned, right?
It's very heavily abandoned. The more darker green area, the more olive green area towards the northwest is mostly just smoldering wreckage of just filth and debris left behind by kobolds. But as you begin to raise up into the platform, you do see, sitting around a campfire, cooking on a propped up spit roast, one lone bean just sitting on a rock around his campfire, cooking what looks to be a bit of game meat. He's got his horse just off in the distance behind him, tied up to a kind of burnt, wrecked, kicked over tent post, as it looks like it has as it's used for carting heavy loads, and the horse itself smells of death and blood. You can see this guy's just sitting there. As you approach, are you being stealthy or just going straight up? As you can still see him, as the sun is
still
still
being cautious.
Yeah. Make some stealth checks.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Exactly as planned.
Okay, so Casimir, you're very used to the darkness, as are you, Sandstorm, as you guys begin to take the wide berth around, sticking to the northern walls, trailing around and through the bushes in the right steps. Whereas Belvin, in his heavy armor, just as soon as he enters the bush, it's just the rustling of the trees and cracking of the underbrush at his feet, making a very loud noise. And also the clink of his armor just gives him dead on. As this guy, as he's sitting there roasting away, turns his head slowly up to the side and looks directly at Belvin. Just glares at you. And then just looks back to his meal. He's cooking.
Alright, well, I'm just gonna make a line for him. It's like,
Oh shit.
who goes there?
He goes, no one.
What happened here, stranger?
They took off. Left.
How long ago?
What? Last night? He just looks you up and down and says, I'm not sharing. This meat's not for you.
You can keep your food. I just want information. What direction did they all go? Do you know?
Make a persuasion check. Says it took off a couple of hours. Well, this is what I heard from Jeff. Took off a couple of hours after finding out their prisoners escaped. And most of them took off, but crates are carried from the cave, were loaded into wagons, and onto animals or whatever. I mean, no, just hauled west, as he points out directly from where you guys came. The camp dissolved within hours. People were paid off and sent away. The cultists stuck. Some of the fucking loonies stuck around. The wearer of purple, the dragon man, the better warriors, and the dragon dogs stayed behind. They pay well. Fresh meat. It's pretty good, actually. So here I am. Stuck around. Game's good. Pays easy. Whatever.
So are they just paying you to stay here?
They're just paying me to gather game, bring in fresh meat. Whatever. I deliver it to the cave door. They take it from there. Whatever's in there is not my...
I'll send a message to Belvin telepathically. Was he part of the raid in Greenest?
So, have you been a part of this group since the start?
No, I came in about 3 weeks ago. Me and a couple of boys. The pay between Greenest, Burdusk, and the other little towns in between, pretty far and few in between, but these guys pay well, so we stuck with them.
So you were part of the desolation of Greenest.
No, I didn't partake in that. I'm here to just bring the meat in. That's it. Bring fresh kills. A couple of my friends are out there right now on the plains. It's usually one of us here every couple of nights. I was honestly, gosh, I was a day north when I saw the flames at the town. Sad about all those people, really. But gold is gold.
So did you say that there are some of these cultists still around here, or
Yeah.
in
The
the
lady
cave?
that-
You said.
The lady in purple, the dragon man, they're better warriors. Not the ridiculous, useless ones. And the dragon dogs, the little fucking pests. Always fucking taking off with a leg or two. They're still sticking in the grave. They left most of the junk behind. But the rest of them took off.
Okay.
If you excuse me, I'm gonna have my dinner now.
Thank you for telling us what you know.
And just like as he begins to eating this little bit of game leg, he just like waves you away. Just, You can see not far from him is the craved walls with the ever-growingly dark entrance to the cave wall looming in front of you.
All right. I'm gonna cautiously make my way towards the cave and the tents closer to the cave.
Okay, so are you going directly by the wall, or are you just walking directly past him by the big tent? Well, the burnt-out remains of the big tent, straight to the cave wall.
Yes. And I'm just gonna gesture like that.
Okay, make a stealth check.
All of us?
No, just Belvin, because you two are already hidden.
Already
And-
in the stealth.
That's still.
As you reach the top, as you come up to the full height of the hill, on an even slope, you can see directly into the cave as it begins to get darker, as it curves naturally down to the south and begins to curve down into the earth. How does Sandstorm and how does Sandstorm and Casimir approach?
Hey, Casimir. You want to make me use those new tricks you got?
Yes. Actually,
I can go in first and scout out.
If I cast invisibility on someone, because it's my spell, can I see them?
No.
Like, I can't even tell, like, where my magic is going, kind of thing? Or they're just like, they're fine.
I'll have you make an Arcana check if you want to perceive that.
Because I was thinking we can have Sandstorm, like, in front of us, scouting, invisible, and we can sort of follow up behind him.
You can talk to me with your magic.
Yeah, but I need to, like, know roughly where you are for that.
I can tell you.
I guess you can still talk.
Yeah, he can leave little marks behind.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so I guess we'll come up to like the cave mouth, and I will cast invisibility on
At this point, Ikrin comes up behind and goes, "What are you guys doing?"
Stay back, Ikram.
Okay.
No place for you here.
Alright. Okay.
Because I don't want to him now. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
What
On
am I
the left-hand side, you can see.
Got it.
Oh, yeah. I'll scout ahead.
Put a little thing on you. And you're not full hit points either on your token.
Oh, yeah, I'm not.
Now it's more. 'Cause you
Yeah,
didn't
clean.
change your max.
Yeah. Okay. Stealth mode.
Okay, so as you go in, you can see that there is as you begin to head on in, the darkness is pretty overwhelming
Just not,
as the sun's going down behind you.
before he goes any further, can we use Ikram's skills?
How so?
Because he's got a spell. He's got Pass Without Trace.
He says, "Oh, hey guys, going into the cave. I know." He just looks at the Belvin strap and says, "I know you're really loud, man. So I'm just going to," and he like kind of waves his hand, and a little bit of dirt flies out of it, and a little bit of crusted leaves fall out from his hand. He says, "Now you'll be able to be a bit more, sneaky." Casts, as he casts Pass Without Trace on you.
How do you know what his spells are?
Because I had to level him
Thank
up
you,
last
Ian.
time. Because he was busy the whole time, so I had to do all his shit.
You know more about him than he knows about himself.
That's your one metagame point for the night.
I'm gonna have to level him up again as well.
Okay, I go for even more sneakier. Going in, guys. I'll leave breadcrumbs behind. Literally,
As you are
a piece of
invisible,
bread.
I want you to make me a perception check.
Okay.
Nice.
I perceived something ahead of me.
Yes, you do.
Darkness.
Yeah. And more darkness.
So what you see, as you come around the corner, you see what looks to be a humanoid in all black leathers, wearing a black mask. And as you see the full extent of what this cavern becomes, two pillars that sit that hold up the cavern's roof that drip with just the moisture within the air. You can see that that one guy, is running, looking like he's going to flatten himself up against the wall, and he just holds himself there. And he just looks toward, and he's got a scimitar out, hidden down by his leg, and he looks like he's lying in wait.
I'm like looking at him.
Is Sandstorm
And-
pretty much undetectable now? Because he's invisible. He doesn't leave tracks. And he has a ridiculous
Oh,
bonus
no,
to
he-
stealth.
Well, that's the thing with just the normal invisibility spell. It does leave footprints, and you do make sounds. It's the greater invisibility one that like blanks that all out.
Yeah, but with Pass Without Trace, he doesn't leave any
Oh, yeah.
tracks or anything.
Yeah.
Sorry. I forgot about that. Thank you for calling that.
So
But
he's,
yes,
so he's like basically just
He is
gone from
basically-
existence.
What's this guy waiting for then? If I stand right next to him and go, what is he waiting for?
at that point he turns around and looks around. He's like, "What the fuck?" And he brings his scimitar up and goes to swipe at the air from where the
What?
sound came.
What's that?
Because he whispered in his ear.
No, I was thinking that in my head. Because I
Oh,
was,
you didn't
yeah.
have that clear.
I'm not gonna say, what are you doing there, mate?
I said I was thinking. I said, what,
That
Yeah.
would be funny. That
I didn't say that to him.
just like lean up to him.
What are you
What
doing?
you doing, mate?
Oh shit!
What are you doing?
It's a ghost.
No, I'm just I'm being curious that why is this guy on guard? So then, how does he know that someone's near?
Make an insight check.
Nice.
He looks like he's lying in wait for setting up an ambush. He looks like he's ready to attack. You pretty much piece it together that you think this guy saw the group approach the cave mouth, and he's waiting for him to come in so we can get the
fault.
He didn't see the group. He saw one guy.
Yeah, Bell. Okay, so I know about this now. So, I can't just assassinate this guy, can I? Like in the back.
You can, but you'll lose your invisibility.
Are you talking to? Can I talk
No,
to you
no,
back?
I'm just like it's in the
Like
spell.
in your spell?
I can't talk to you like now because it's metagaming. But
No, but in the spell, like, aren't you talking to me the whole time?
no, it's not constant. It's like you cast a spell and I get one message to you, and then you get one reply.
It's a single message.
Yeah.
Shit, okay. I'm going to. You guys are just going to stay there, aren't you, for a little bit until you
Yeah, we're letting you
get
scout
some
it
kind
out.
of. I
Basically.
want to go a little bit further on, okay? And I'm just going to sort of see this way here. Sort of see before I make my move.
Okay, so as you approach there, you can see that there's a 10-foot ledge that drops down into a fungus-covered floor. You see that to the south, there is a little staircase, and floating up in the air are spore-like fungi just floating around on their own little puffs of air, just that billow out from the sides of them. Just you can smell from here that the stench from them is bloody disgusting, mate.
Okay.
And the cavern continues on, and it looks like there's a bit of it. It looks like there's an overpass about 40 to 50 feet within the cave that spans from one side of the wall to another until
Okay.
your dark vision runs out as it begins to head as the cavern begins to wrap around the corner.
I like to just see a little black spot down to the south.
Okay. Make a stealth check. Actually, no, don't worry about it because pass without trace. Sorry, I forgot. But
Yeah. So
with
you'd have
plus
plus
10, that would be
you'd have
right.
plus 19 stealth.
Is that what it is?
with
the pass that
without
trace?
Yeah.
Oh wow! I would, yeah.
God.
So you see that the cavern begins to narrow as it looks like there's been some earthworks done here, some picks at action that has looked to more likely cut their way through this part as it narrows into a 5-foot wide passageway that then curves around. You can see with your dark vision that it comes to a intersection, and you can hear relaxed conversation coming from within.
Okay.
Just very, very light conversation.
Well, I like to go in here then.
Okay, so you come to an intersection, and you can see that from here down, you can see looks to be a bed. From this point of view, and as you enter into this room, you can hear the noises of.
Oh my god!
You can see 4 cultists asleep. They're out of their dress. You can see 4 of them are dressed in their cultist robes, and there is one guy in studded what's it called? He's wearing armor. He's got a shield at his side, and he's got he's holding a spear like a victory staff, and exactly to your right, there is 2 guys leaning up against the table, talking chit chat about what happened a couple of months ago in a lovely little raid they had, and just how much they got paid from it.
Those bastards. So, I'm like holding it. I so want to just go up and just cut that guy's throat, but I'm like, I can't do it. It's too many of them.
Talking shit and a little chat.
Okay. I'm going to go back to my team. I'll stay in stealth, like in invisibility. I'll stay that.
Make me another perception check as you're going out.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Ooh, okay, so with that, you actually see nestled up against this column here.
Which call? I can't.
Oh, sorry, hold on. Sorry, against the second column in. You can see that there is another cultist, all dressed in black with flared mantle.
Oh wow.
Split.
Okay.
Who you didn't notice before.
It's like I reckon they're invisible or something. I don't know.
Nah, they're just sneaky, aren't they?
He just looks like he was really well hidden.
Okay. So, I'm like, they just were talking to an invisible guy at the moment. They just hear a voice. Hey guys, I'm here. I'm back. So, there's a lot of them in there. Just through this hallway, there's 2 cultists. And I think they're ready for us. They must have saw one of us. Not naming names, we all know who it was. And also...
Not to play the blame
Also-
game, but the name starts with B and ends with Leosin.
I'll let you work that one out. And then, to the south of them, there's at least over 10 people, at least 10 men there. And they're all raving about how they destroyed our town. I have a plan. I can go down into the hallway, and at the entrance, I can throw through a one of those alchemist fire bottles that we got given. They'll be stuck in there in the fires. Hopefully that will slow them down. Or we can take, and then you guys can take those guys at the front out. What do you think?
Yeah, thinning out their numbers would make things easier. But we don't know if there's any more.
I know. Do you want me to scout up ahead even further? The problem is you guys won't be able to get past as well.
Maybe we should go with this plan. We do need to move in. What do you think, Belvin?
I think the sooner that we can get in, the less likely more can turn up.
You guys have been standing there for at least 2 minutes now.
Yeah.
While he's gone in and explored.
We're not
You
standing
guys have
like,
just been standing.
we're not just standing in the middle though. Like we'd be hugging the wall.
Just right in the middle.
It's like,
just-
After he's got in, you guys have just moved down to the side of the wall. They're just prepared. You're prepared now.
fucking Ikram, get down here, mate.
I'd like to think my guy's just looking in there, just like, interesting.
Yeah, just standing like.
I pretty much like have this. I like walked into that room and there's a lot of guys there. I don't know what to do. It's like shit. I usually be sneaky, but this is like you guys are around too, so it's like, do you want to fight or should I just?
I think, if we know that the those 2 guys are laying in wait, I think we can spring a surprise on them.
What if we walk in, have Sandstorm attack 1 and catch them off guard?
I think they've got the jump on us, and then we get Sandstorm,
And we'll turn the tables.
attack them from behind.
But what about will the other people here? There's about 10 of them down there.
Not if we take them out quick enough.
You talking about assassination?
I might be.
If only we had
Okay.
an assassin. But no, we have a thief.
I know. I never knew it would come in handy.
You could always steal their lives.
I could unlock their heart to death.
All right.
Let's
What I'm
go.
gonna do is I'm gonna make my way into the thing, into the cave. Draw their attention to me because I can't be
No.
stealthy anyway.
Let me go first.
You will
I'll
now.
get behind.
Now you have
And
You
do
set
a
up
plus
behind
10
them,
to stealth.
Sandstorm.
You do have a plus 10 to stealth.
Yeah, you're really stealthy. Actually, you should definitely.
Everyone's really stealthy.
Just don't go in there charging.
I feel like no, if I like, I'll just like casually walk straight into the middle. Casimir, you sneak around the side, and Sandstorm, you set up behind them.
Okay.
Have a two-pronged attack, and so their attention's all on me at first.
Yes. I could sneak up behind this pillar, I guess.
This is like I'm really scared of what's gonna happen. There's a risk we're taking.
We'll be okay.
Or should I scout up ahead first?
No, we'll be fine.
Okay.
Okay, as you sleuth back on in there, you can hear the guy that you're invisible standing next against. You can hear his breath is hardly anything, and you hear him whisper, "What the hell are they waiting for? What do they want?"
And I whisper in the back, "For your death." Sneak attack.
Make an attack roll at advantage.
Okay.
That wasn't the plan.
What do you mean wasn't the plan? You said go down the back and sneak attack.
Because we're gonna have Belvin walk in first.
It doesn't matter either
Just
way.
like-
You guys are
Wait, he was
you
like,
guys are going.
"Ah!"
This is before I even get initiative, remember?
Yeah,
So it doesn't even matter.
true. Can we move up
I
a
gotta
little
change-
bit, Carl?
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
So I
So
was gonna sneak up
roll
behind.
roll initiative as well. Just account for that. Just count that as you're up.
Oh, nice. And yeah.
Oh, that's so horrible. The best sneak attack I've done in my life.
It's better than a 1.
Wow.
Well, it's better than a 2 as well.
I got a 1 and a 2. 8, 9, 10, 11. I got 11 damage though. That's like nearly all my HP.
And you gotta roll initiative as well.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I'm rolling so bad.
Okay. All right. So as you stab into him, it's only 11 points of damage. You slash into his back and kind of, you slash into his side, and he kind of spins off to the left a little bit. As he like looks around and looks up at you, he sees you as the magic of the invisibility spell begins to waver and flickers off and disperses off you. It's also a sneak attack. So it's now, whose turn is it going to be? It's going to be Casimir's.
Yes. Can I see this guy from where I am?
No, he's gone behind a pillar.
I'm going to... I'm going to shoot a fireball at this guy. Firebolt.
Okay.
Will I get advantage from being hidden or no?
As you didn't sneak on up,
I was going to, but... Oh well.
so yeah, just
Nice.
straight attack. Yeah, but that hits straight in. Okay, so who was you going to hit again? The guy on the left or
Yeah,
the guy on the
the
right?
guy I can see.
So
I
yeah,
can't see this guy.
So he's taken completely when he hears his friend getting slashed, and he looks over to the side and sees Sandstorm standing there, just cutting into his mate, who just staggers back. Your fireball then catches this guy on the shoulder and just takes him completely by surprise as he turns around, and he just like kind of taps it out and just looks up and goes, "Argh." Belvin, your move.
Oh.
Oh, gee.
You're
Can't-
muted.
You talking, Red?
That sounded epic.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Divine Favor and be like, Helm, grant me strength. So sheath my sword and run up. How far away is this guy actually? About that?
You can get him.
Is he actually that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's actually that far away.
And I'm going to make a longsword attack.
Okay. Attack on.
Ooh.
16.
nice.
Right, and for 16.
Oh.
Woo! Okay, so how do you want to do this? As this guy's just being pelted with fire, it's burned through his studded leather armor and his robes. You see a perfect little blaze mark on his arm and chest.
I actually would like to think that Divine Favor just like I put my hand over the blade and the blade has a light shining for the radiant damage.
Like
Yeah.
glow
Light
still.
shine to it.
as your
Yeah.
as your kite shield is attached to your arm and you
Yeah.
like the clasp is over it and you let go of the handle just a little bit, slide your hand out and just
Yeah.
bring it off to the
And then
side.
I pretty much run up and I'm just gonna do a one stab attack, just like one thrust.
Yeah, you come on in and it's just you see that weak point open up and you just go in through the side of his chest and you can feel as the blade pokes out through the other side of his chest, out through his armor, and you just hear him go and kind of just slouches and crashes onto the ground. He dead.
Nice.
And then I cast a gaze over to the guy next to the pillar. As the other guy just like falls.
With that, he sees he's heavily outnumbered and he's going to disengage.
And
Yeah, not close enough, Brad.
does he
No,
have
no.
disengage the ability, or
That's an action, if you're not a rogue.
So he won't be able to attack the turn, but he's running off.
oh shit? He's going
And
to
as
the
he
others.
goes and runs off, he shouts out,
Oh shit!
"The bastards are here!"
That's right. Funnel into a small location.
Yeah, all according to plan.
Okay, and so that was your surprise round done. That was his turn. Casimir, your move.
Alright. I can move to this point.
Oh, you'll just have line of sight.
Yeah. Can I hit him from here with a fireball?
Yeah, you'll be able to hit him with fireball. Yeah, so what's he got here?
I definitely want to take him down if I can.
Right, make an attack roll.
12.
No, as he's running away, he hears the as the firebolt is hurling through the air, eating up the air around him. He can feel in this cold cavern the heat getting closer as he spins around and just sidesteps at the very last second, and your
Wow.
firebolt splashes against the cold cavern rock.
Pretty quick.
He seems pretty strong for just a shitty man.
That's quite a
Velvet.
good one.
Casimir's cursing. He's missed
Oh,
You've
nothing.
muted, Brad.
again.
Every
How
time.
far away is he? It's just because when I start typing,
Oh yeah, it's really
I-
bad.
it's loud clicking. So
See, I just don't care. 'Cause I'm a jerk.
So to get line of
I would like to. Am I able to dash forward and go up in front of him? Shield up.
yeah, but he's gonna get as you go past him. He's gonna get an attack of opportunity against you. As he spins around, he sees you charging on in. You got your shield up, so he's gonna get that attack against you. And no, he's only gonna roll 10 as he comes on in, sees you coming in. But as you
Shield
run
up.
past, you send up your kite shield, and you just hear the cling of his scimitar bounce off, and kind of echoes cling.
You're going
Nice.
nowhere.
Where do you think you're going?
And we are now onto Sandstorm.
Damn, you're kind of in the way now of my plan. But
Well, actually, he's standing. It's closest to you is the cultist.
yeah, I was gonna do a AOE, but
We don't need you for one go there.
no, I was gonna do a preparation thing. It's fine. I was gonna send oil everywhere, but like I don't want to send oil.
I know what you're thinking
And,
because I'm thinking the same thing.
and then I was gonna let you do the
You know what I'm thinking, B1?
I think
Second
I am,
one.
I think I
B2.
am.
It's
yeah,
human cooking time.
yeah. It's Belvin cooking time. Nah. I'll
Wow.
go forward here, and because I get an advantage, I'll just stealth attack when now.
You'll get sneak attack because an ally is within 5 feet
Yeah.
of that
Yeah,
target.
sneak attack. So I'm gonna do a short bow shot.
Yep.
with
So
my
as you
arrows.
run from pillar to pillar, you sheath that short sword and up the spine of your back, pull out your bow, arrow down the side, and just swing. And it sinks into his back, and you hear the thud as he drops to his knees, and then just the crack of his skull. Do you want to sub? What? And just
do a bonus action?
Yeah.
Can I go? Hey Belvin, watch out! I'm gonna throw a oil flask past Belvin's head into the hallway.
make an attack roll.
Attack?
So,
Well, that be
Just like a sword attack.
roll a d20 and add your dex plus proficiency. So, what's that? Plus 5.
You can just make it sword attack because it'll be all the same numbers.
Yeah, make a sword attack.
Okay. 23.
Yeah,
That's
goes,
a secret attack
goes
roll.
flying over his head and just shatters on. You hear the shattering echoing on the ground as it, as you know, that it splatters. That oil has now splattered to the ground. Was that the alchemist fire or oil?
That was just oil. That was oil.
Oh, I'm so stressed.
And I'll
It's
just
like,
go
oh shit,
Belvin
wrong,
catch.
wrong flask.
Oh
Okay.
no!
Now I go to Casimir. Casimir, the trap is laid. You need to set it.
And now
If
we
you know
wait.
what I mean. Now we wait
Okay.
to the waiting.
Can I move down because they're both dead?
Yeah, you can move down now. We'll drop out of initiative.
Okay, sweet as.
I
Belvin,
like this music. This music's cool.
get back. They
It's
may
from
have
The
heard
Witcher.
us.
Oops, I gotta scroll down a bit more.
Get back, Belvin. They may have heard us.
I'm ready for them if they want to come.
There's a trap, you bastard.
Bait them
Listen.
in.
Let's see. Luck of the dice. Roll a d6.
All this,
Everybody?
or-
No, just Belvin, as he's the closest one over.
Okay. You really want to fucking shut up, don't you?
What I do, mate. What I do.
Oh, what the hell?
As you-
96.
As you have your shield up, sword reached overhead, from the caverns beyond, you can still only hear the sound of light chatter that is now extended into full conversation, and you also hear snoring, heavy snoring coming off from the passageway to to your right.
Okay. So,
So now this oil is just a hindrance now.
whoopsie.
It's gonna be all slippery.
Do you want to sneak through? We can sneak because we're super sneaky feet at the moment.
So
Do we
it's
still have that? How long does it last for?
an hour.
That's
Okay.
for now.
We do probably have it. Let's sneak past. Don't go south. There's a whole lot of dudes there.
You go first, since you put down the
Oh.
oil, you idiot.
It's okay. Watch these moves. I slide past.
Make me an athletics check at
I knew it. Do it.
And take some fucking inspiration. Yes.
Yes. I can't help myself. Acrobatics.
Athletics or acrobatics, either one.
Okay.
Oh, fuck, that was a 4. I like that roll. Was
Wow.
a 4.
Oh.
Okay, so as you go to try to slide, it only lasts for about 5 feet, and then you like got to stumble and like pick yourself up, and then like quickly scurry out
I got
of
on
like
pause.
tunnel.
I'm like, ah.
Yeah, just like oh god, just
Not
get
as
out.
graceful as you'd hoped.
Yeah. I like just like slide around the corner. Ah.
But it wasn't enough to get him noticed.
Okay, I slide around the right. At least I didn't slide and keep sliding downwards.
Yeah, woo!
Whoa.
Hey guys.
Hey guys.
It's like slide all the way in.
Okay,
That's
so what you see in here,
Okay.
the sound of the snoring. You see you see a room. This chamber is now mostly empty, except for a few overturned boxes, broken items, scattered coins, small gems that were dropped during what looks to be a hasty evacuation. And you can hear one cultist who is sleeping soundly on the floor with one leg up over an overturned bench. What looks like to be a bottle of wine spilled out onto the floor.
Okay. I guess there's not much to see there.
You see a few coins here and there, overturned boxes, and this one guy, leg over the thing, just. Tiamat.
Oh,
And
yeah.
as you turn, so you go over to him.
I want to hear what he said.
He sounds like he's like just saying, Tiamat, Tiamat, glory to her. Sounds like he's having a dream.
Okay.
He smells of heavy port.
I'm just gonna go across and whisper in his ear, because I'll see if he's weak against manipulation, because he's so drunk. Hey Jeffrey, how are you, man?
He kind of just mumbles and like rolls his leg off the overturned bench, and continues to sleep.
Okay. Damn, he's way out of it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back cautiously through this oil. I'm not gonna like slide through. To back.
Make a stealth check. Actually, no, you don't need to make a stealth check. It's pretty easy. But yeah, you
And
guys.
I'll go. There's nothing to here, guys. I think we should go forward. It's not worth the fight, unless you want me to throw some alchemist fire through.
I
They
don't
were
think any
talking
of these cultists deserve to live.
I
Well-
agree. If we leave them,
I give.
they'll just
Hey,
come back
hey.
and hurt more people.
Hey, Belvin, I'll give you the honors. I give him my alchemist fire in my hand.
I just want to say first, out of character, if you attack a sleeping person, it's like an auto crit.
I had no
if they're
idea.
unconscious.
Yeah,
I just looked
Yeah,
at
I
them
knew that.
to make sure.
I
Ah,
knew that. I remember killing someone when they were asleep when I was a monk. It was good times.
That's. I'll be back. Thank you for telling me. Good idea.
Did you give me the aqua
Yeah, I
fire?
gave you the alchemist fire. Yeah. I'll minus one in my inventory. I said before to you, like, he was talking shit about. I told you that before, didn't I? I said they were talking shit about killing our destroying our
By
town.
pillaging,
So
yeah.
this is gonna be. They deserve it. And
Cousin
I
me.
get my my dagger.
You ready?
Yeah, I'll get a flask of oil out as well.
Alright, so you take your dagger out there, Sandstorm.
And I just like cross the neck.
It, after,
Oh.
after probably about 6 centimeters, he comes to life as his like body's in pain. He's just like, and then it's just dead.
Goodbye, Jeffrey.
Worst one is the
And I,
slow.
as
slow
I
slips.
do it, I say,
Yeah.
"You just had your last drink."
Oh, the cheesy sandstorm lines. Perfect. I need to give some kind of penalty. No.
Oi.
All right. So you've killed him. What's the next? What is your next move? You guys are planning something. I know.
Alright, guys, don't get the alchemist fire on the oil.
No, that's the plan.
But you guys are on the oil.
Yeah, that oil. But alright,
We're not-
how far does this oil go, Carl?
Oh yeah.
Um, That's only in a 5-foot square.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Okay, that's
Five-
fine then.
Yeah.
That's good, Eric.
Alright. Get back here, Sandstorm.
Okay, I'm coming back now. Hey guys.
I could mage hand it into the
Yeah.
room, so we don't even have to go through there.
Ooh. Very good
Although,
idea,
I
guys.
only have one hand though. Or can you do two? I don't know.
Just one.
Okay.
We're just going to say one for sake of ease.
Yeah.
All right.
Whatever's safer. Make sure they all burn.
Ready to make things blow?
Let's blow this party.
So many.
Just gonna peek around the corner and just like piff it into the middle of the room.
Oh, you're...
Because if it was like oily fire, they would get smoked out as fuck.
Okay.
Like they
So,
wouldn't be able to
Belvin-
breathe.
Make a stealth check as you come around the corner.
Ooh.
I guess
He's
we
got
both-
Remember-
plus 10.
Remember, you got that plus 10. As well.
Why are you stealthing? It was me, wasn't it?
Ah. Well.
Yeah, not you. You said
Yeah,
Belvin.
it's,
I
it's,
thought
it's,
that was
it's
Belvin.
Belvin get around the corner.
Ah,
Thank God it's
Do
Belvin.
you still want me to do it at a disadvantage or
No, just a straight roll.
straight roll? Okay.
God, you don't have to be.
So then yeah,
Belvin.
just
and you got
plus 10 that
plus
then.
10.
Yeah.
The only way you
Alright.
could fail.
So,
Stealth. So,
as you get around the corner, you see these 8 beds lined up against the north and southern walls. 4 beds are occupied currently. These 2 guys here still having a good conversation. The five cultists in a guard sitting down having a good drink don't seem to notice as you pass without a trace. And you pull back. You take the alchemist fire in hand. Reeve back. Make a attack roll. So roll d20. Add your dexterity and proficiency bonus.
Dex. I figured throwing stuff really hard would be strength.
But you got to
You
aim.
gotta throw it accurately though. Yeah.
yeah.
Actually, yeah. Where are you throwing it? You going to throw it at the table? You going to throw it at
I was just gonna throw it straight because it explodes upon like impact, doesn't it?
When it shatters, yeah.
and it covers it.
I was just
Cover
gonna throw it straight, like I'm here, straight into like that back wall.
Am I?
So it's
Am I
plus
still
dex.
able to put a flask of oil through with my mage hand?
In just a sec. Get his roll done.
Nah.
5.
Oh shit.
You didn't roll a 1 at least. So close.
Five's pretty bad. But yeah, I was just like trying to throw it straight, but can't throw it straight.
Yeah.
You threw a curveball.
No, he didn't. Oh no.
Okay.
Maybe
So-
I shouldn't have gave it to him to throw.
As Belvin goes in around a corner,
That happens.
ready to throw, he goes to throw, but it just slips off the edge of his fingers and just spins and spirals into the air.
Oh.
At that point, he kind of like clangs his shoulder against the cavern rock wall and tings, gaining the attention of all 5 members at the table as they all turn around simultaneously.
Did that go straight up?
No, it's curving, like spinning in the air towards them.
Oh, okay, yep.
As they turn around and look at you, between you and them, there is this small little green vial of alchemist fire floating through the air as you're staggered up against this wall.
Douche.
And it just floats, spins in the air. All eyes have turned to this alchemist fire in the air.
And then can I just like dive backwards the way I came?
Yeah.
As you tuck and roll and dive backwards, that's where we'll leave it for tonight.
Oh, no. Wow.
Yes.
That's crazy start. Like, mid
Slow mo. Everyone's just like,
It's like, you can just picture it's like,
Just slow mo, just like right before a grenade goes off. It's just
yeah.
what?
I wonder how good it's going to be.
it was a
And then
death.
your buddy slipped a bit.
How dark is this area? I'm gonna say, let's just say, maybe a bit of oil
Not
got
from
on my
wrong.
shoe, and so I kind of slipped
That
bang
makes
as I was
exact
throwing.
sense. Yes.
Yeah.
Blame the
That's-
oil.
that's
Put
good.
too much strength into it,
Sorry.
mate. That's why you
Yeah.
slipped.
In
I like
that
how I
room with
prepped for
Arian-
the oil.
In that room with Arian, there is like six or seven simple oil lamps, so that's pretty brightly lit in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
But the
It'll
rest
be brightly lit in a sec.
Yeah, it's gonna be green flame. But yeah, that's where we'll end
Green
up
flame.
Oh, that was
tonight. Thank you very much, everyone. Join us tonight. We had Dragons Like Cats. Just wait for this space in the future. We're gonna try to bring you some more cool things. Hashtag the arena. Hashtag beginners play. Until next time.
Goodbye.
Peace.
I'm a cat.